right, and a big shout going out to DJ Spliff, who is enjoying his life very, very well. Every now and again, he will just, come in to say hi, and it feels like he's descending from wherever to just mingle with us. It feels like we're just regular people, and he's coming to, check in. But big shouts going out to you. Hope you're doing well. Etornam, let's get into it, shall we?
Yes, let's get.
So tell me what is in the trends. Okay. It's been quite the weekend, and we're right back. So between.
First of all, did you attend any of the concerts? Amachi Dede, Daddy Lumba.
Oh, allow me to shout out Nabil Al Hassan.
Okay.
Who actually invited me to a Daddy Lumba concert. But I had an event on the same night, so I couldn't go. And I saw that it went really, really well. So I said to him that, listen, just sign me up for your next concert. I am there ahead of it, because this one I couldn't make it. And then also at Soho, there was Amachi Dede and Pat Thomas.
Yes.
And I saw that it went really, really well.
Yeah.
People love the legends when they come out to play.
Yes. I even think they are willing to pay more for their shows than they are, the current artists and all that. So
absolutely. So I saw that people really had fun.
Yes, people did.
Really had fun. However, if there had been a Kojoinchi, whatever, I would have dropped God knows everything, including the events that I had already taken money for. I would have refunded their money at the last minute.
Oh, then huge Kojoinchi fan then.
Gosh, he's my all-time favorite artist.
What is your favorite song
from Kojoinchi? It's called Sikadam. I think everybody knows that.
Okay.
Yeah, I love him. I love him. So I would have listened, given the people's money back to them, last minute, say that, you know what, you guys, something very important came up. It's a matter of, it's a very important issue. So you're going to have to take your money back.
Yeah.
I'm sorry, I cannot pull up for you tonight.
And then you just go.
And then I'll just go and chill. Yes. But I saw that people had fun.
Yeah.
And that's
people
good.
Did. Okay, so there's that. And then let's look at something still in relation to Valentine's Day. We call something Galentine. I don't know whether you've heard it. This has to do with women friendships and women taking themselves out on Valentine's Day. So it's called Galentine's Day. And I saw a post on Instagram where there's this lady that said, for all those of you that are having Galentine's Day, I hope you do it with people you know truly love you and people you truly love. And I think there's always that saltiness when it comes to, I don't know, female friendships. People think that it's not authentic. I always say this, that I have some of the best female friends ever. With all the drama some people talk about, I've not experienced it, and hopefully I never experience it. But I think it's also a nice way to, do stuff. On Valentine's Day, I had like a meeting at church. It was this in a garden with, you sitting on the pillows, and then we had food, and then we had snacks, and my pastor gave everyone gifts. I got a really nice, lip
How come I wasn't invited to this event?
Because you were busy doing
when
something.
Gifts were given?
Every single person, some had really cute scrunchies, perfume, a lot of things. It was just really great. So I feel like it was a mini Galentine for me, even though this was actually mixed, because we had guys in there as well. But so it was.
Maybe I'll try the Galentine next year.
With a couple of female friends, then you go have like a really nice Galentine's Day experience.
Yeah, I think that
it would be cool.
It would be really cool.
Yeah, it
would be really cool. The thing is that, think about friendships evolve, right?
Yeah.
Friendships evolve. People won't be with you through all your moments.
Absolutely.
Right? But you would have people who are there at the end of the day. When it comes to, like, I have friends that I know when it comes to serious stuff, if I called them today and said that I need you, they will drop everything and come. But they are not my everyday people.
Yeah.
We won't talk every day and we won't hang out every day. But when it matters the most, they will show up for me. And I feel like that's way more important than, the everyday stuff. You need to know who's actually proper in your corner.
Yeah.
I mean, sometimes, life takes over.
Yes.
Sometimes you have more things to do. Sometimes you're overwhelmed. Sometimes, there's just a little bit of space and you're not everyday people.
Yeah.
But when it matters the most, you show up. And I think that's all that matters. And it's more difficult to make friends when you're growing. Like the older you get, the more difficult it is to make friends.
Yes.
So it works better if you have a couple of friends that you grow with. Then you know that, these are my people in my corner. But I do hope that everybody enjoys that.
Okay.
If you don't have that, go to church. Listen, I believe in work on your social life.
Yes.
Go to church.
It requires as much effort. Some people think for that, when it comes to social life, it's not as important, and so you should not really invest in your social life. But you need to learn how to have a social life as well.
You need to. Outside of, definitely do something. Go to church. Join all of these groups. Go to Full Gospel Businessmen's Fellowship. There's the other one's Rotary. There's this. There are so many things. Like belong somewhere. Join something, because you see, at the end of the day, you need people and people need you, right? Yeah. Especially as we age. There will come a time that somebody has to show up to do something for you. In the same way that you would have to show up to do something for someone. And as we age, a lot of things get more difficult. A lot of us are losing parents. Our children are getting into certain places where it's getting more difficult. Yeah. You can't do it all by yourself. Yeah. You definitely need to belong to a group. Go to church. Be constant or be consistent. Join a group in the church. Do something. Be part of an announcement. Be a chorister. Be an usher. Something. So that you know that at the end of the day, when it comes down to it, you have somebody or a group of people that will show up for you. Because it's very important that you have people that will show up for you. Yes.
And then East Legon is also trending, and that is because there's a building that was posted on social media, and I think it's in Texas, and someone said, oh, this is going for, I think, $600,000, and someone was like, come to East Legon. So there's this discussion of East Legon, Trasaco, all those places, they are overhyped. Someone was saying that you experience doomsday in East Legon like you would experience in any part of the country. They don't have enough recreational centers or facilities. There are certain things that are just missing, and you'd think those places should have that, given the, the prices of a building or, land in that area. Has that been a place that, you've aspired to live in or something?
In East Legon?
Yeah, Trasaco, those bougie
Let me tell you where areas. I actually really want to live.
Where?
I want to live in Peduase.
Oh, why?
It's the scenery, it's the weather.
Okay.
I went to school in Ekropon.
Okay.
So I've always had a thing for the mountains. Like the weather is really different. Anytime you climb up the mountains, once you go past what's it called, Ayi Mensa, and you go up the mountain, you just feel so different. Oh. The weather is like really different. Okay. It's really nice. The scenery is a place I'm definitely aspiring to live. Okay. If I'm not able to get a house there by myself, so help me God, I'll find someone who already has a house and find a way
to go and live with the person.
No, to be part of their property. So help me God, because I need to live. Like, it's a plan I have for myself. I say, Natalia, when I'm on pension and when my kids are all grown and gone, I definitely have to live there. I mean, it's really peaceful and calm, and I have a little farm at the back there. And you know how I love my plants.
Yes.
So I can just, just the scenery, nature, all of that is my friend. So East Legon, no. It's too crowded, and there's so many squatters in East Legon. In fact, some days I wonder why people consider that area plush. Yeah. Because it's like there are a lot of places in East Legon that have a lot of squatters and a lot of what's it called? Well, I'm trying to say this right. It's they have the all of these, the people who have all these boxes. Yeah. Like they have their own estates. Like the box estate people. Yeah. They are scattered all over East Legon. So I usually ask myself, especially when I do a dodge through the motorways, like I'm coming into town and I do a dodge through the motorway. When you enter through that Trasaco entrance into East Legon, oh boy, that entry into East Legon is so unappealing.
A big deal for you.
So no, I'm not big on East Legon, and it's a bit too crowded for me as well. So it's definitely not my thing. Obi Chamidan, however, magic. I'll probably trade it in for another one at Pediatric, but I mean definitely. But it's not a place that I would deliberately go
and live. Okay.
Yeah.
So then let's get back to the topic we were talking about
Yes,
before
yes,
we went
yes.
to Annie and her. I don't even want to say Annie at this point, just 2Face, because like Annie is minding her own business somewhere we haven't heard of her. So after the day we spoke about the whole him making this official address saying that we should leave Honorable Natasha alone. A couple of days later, we see him propose to Honorable Natasha, ask him to be ask her to be his wife. And people had very interesting things to say in the comment section. I think there are people who are legit shocked still that maybe like there will be women that will marry a man who has had 7 kids already. Like there are people that are still legit shocked, but I guess newsflash, people will still do it, women will still do it. There are even allegations, allegedly that she's already expecting and blah blah blah. But I think the interesting development is his mother coming out to say that she thinks that something might just have been done to her son, because all these back-to-back embarrassment, for lack of a better
See me
word,
rolling my eyes.
all this back-to-back embarrassment doesn't seem normal to her. And I don't know what she thought. So what is the I think the family really likes public service announcements and stuff like that, because what is this supposed to make viewers do? Okay, you come, you do a video, say, oh, you think something is wrong with your son, you think juju has been done on your son, you think blah, 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 you think blah, blah, blah. And then I'm wondering, what exactly is going on here? Can they just, whatever is happening with them, can they just decide to, I don't know, maybe keep it off social media? Because it's making the whole thing a bit plenty. So I think you saw the video of the juju thing. What did you think of it, with his mom saying that she
I think she should just I think that she should just, she shouldn't have she really shouldn't have done the video. If she had any concerns, she should find her son. Obviously, he's not a missing person. She should go to him where he is and take whatever wristband or whatever he thinks is what is controlling his mind. Just rip it off his hand. Look, you are forever your mother's child. Whether you're 100 or 200 years old, as long as your mother lives and you live, you are forever her child. Like me, as I say here, if for any reason my mom felt like something was not right and she needed to come and deal with me, she wouldn't mind walking into the studio right now, here and now, and doing whatever she thinks is appropriate, for whatever it is that. Because you're forever your mother's child. And your mom will discipline you as she sees fit. Whether you're 85 years old or you're whatever years old. So I don't know why she would come on social media to talk about what she thinks is happening to her son, as opposed to going to find him where he is and dealing with him the way she should be dealing with him. But also, I think because he's like a breadwinner, so those kind of people, you don't talk too much to them or about them. It's just, you just let them be. But I also think maybe he's just a spoiled child.
He's 50, Natalia.
Yeah, but maybe he started being spoiled at 15, and he's carried it on till he's 50.
Honestly, with everything that has been happening with him, his marriage, his divorce, his relationship with Honorable Natasha and all that, you need to add the Honorable, because she's...
Honorable Natasha. My goodness. Well, I totally get it.
It feels a bit too childish for my liking. I mean, I feel like you are grown. There are certain things that, you don't have to do. Look at the whole proposal, for instance. Did we really have to see him do all that and then propose to her?
And she also was like, oohing and eyeing.
Yes, because now she has been doing videos. I think she's sponsoring some kids in her community. She posted the video. Nobody is focusing on that. Everyone is talking about 2Face. So even now, her job itself is looking some way, because she can't focus on her stuff. Whenever she puts a video out there, people are talking about how, we can't believe you are with a man who has 7 kids, or we can't believe you are going after someone's husband. Oh my God,
why
I can't believe...
is that always... I feel like... See, people need to come to terms with the fact that if he leaves Honorable Natasha, there's another woman in waiting who would not mind at all to come and be with him, People don't care. And also because when it comes to relationships, I always say that it's always the two people involved, right? You may be the closest person to me, but you may never really know the details of my relationship.
Yes.
You may know what I tell you, but you see, I'm not the only one in that relationship. There's also my partner's side to what I tell you. So you can never really know what goes on.
You tell me, I cannot fully understand because I'm not the one having the experience.
Absolutely. You can never really truly know what happens between two people. So we really cannot understand what conversations are going on here, what has been told. And for us women, the thing also is that the minute you're told what you're told, you believe it. Especially if you like the person small. You buy it. Hook, line, and sinker. You know, you will totally believe it. So she's going with what she's been told. She couldn't be bothered what we on the other side think of her or whatever, because she's going with her truth or what she's come to believe as what is true to her, you know. And that's just how these things work. There's a reason why sometimes you see certain people together and you wonder, so after all this, you are still with this person. But all this, is in your mind, though. It is only in your mind. In her mind, she's seeing and believing something completely different. So that's just how it is. And I'm surprised that people still think that, oh, yeah, she won't be with him. People are with worse. You know, there are people who are with, like, I have a friend whose father, bless his soul, he died. He died married to his 9th wife, number 9. And his kids all together are about 23 or 24. You know, and he married 1, 2, 3, 4. And one of the things he used to say is that until he gets it right. So he was determined. It's like you come in and it's not working, Charlie, he'll drop you and move on.
Wow.
He was married to his 9th wife when he died. So you would think that after number 4, nobody will come again because they would think
he had 9 wives. Break up, move on, break up, move on.
He didn't have them at the same time. It's like, Papa divorce you, marry another one. Yeah. All the way till number 9 is when he died. And he has 23 or 24 kids amongst these, you know. I'm sure if he was alive, he would have been with number 10.
Number 10.
And the women will always come, especially in his case, because he was wealthy. So especially for someone like that, people don't really care, you know. Only yesterday, a friend of mine was having a conversation, and I was telling him why a lot of young women feel like, you know, going through the struggle of working and all of that, when at the end of the day, if you find some man, he'll take care of you all through and through. It's like a lot of work. And then he was saying to me that, but don't you care? These people, they don't respect you. And I said, nobody cares about respect. It's like, listen.
Some people.
Yes, but the people who, I meant to say the people who are involved in that, they couldn't be bothered about your respect for them, because your respect for them is not paying their bills. You know what I mean?
The respect will translate into cash.
Yes.
Serious stuff. That's the only respect they understand.
Absolutely.
And they know.
So people who have decided to do what they are doing don't care about your opinions at all. It's the last thing they worry about. They worry about the results.
Yes.
At the end of the day, my bills are paid. My rent is paid. If I'm going to school, my fees are paid. My car is running smoothly. I go home to some good food. That is utmost importance. Anything else, especially with regards to how you feel about what I'm doing to make my life work, is the last thing on their minds. You know? So I was just trying to explain that, look, when people decide to do what they are doing, and this is also in line with what I was saying early on, that sometimes people say that, oh, somebody has been jazzed or juju and all of that. When people decide to do what they are doing, they're already on that path, so they really could not be bothered about you and how you feel.
And I mean, it's pretty strange that we know 2Face for anything, saying that juju is being used on him when on something that we already know him for. Like, we know that he does this already. So, like, what is the point of saying? It's not like he's acting out of character. Like, he's doing something.
He's
proper character.
You know, even if he's acting out of character, because I have seen people who, you know, meet some people and or sometimes people genuinely love people, and then you find that maybe family members of the person will say that the way this man is loving this girl, dear, no, yeah, yeni baby. Me, I don't believe in that. I believe that people can genuinely love
Yeah.
to the point where they are willing to give their everything.
Yes.
It is love, and it is genuine. It's not anything.
Yeah.
It is just
Yeah.
them suddenly finding someone. Sometimes you see, everybody will meet that one person that can proper move them.
Yeah.
If you haven't found that person yet, sometimes people run their mouth and say, me, I will never do this. Me, nobody can make me do this. Before long, somebody will come along and will make you do everything you promised you will never do and more.
Yeah.
Plus some.
Yeah, that's true.
And then you would think that, hey, this guy, what's going on? But there's always that one person who's able to, you
who
know.
does it for you, like they say. He does it for me. She does it for me.
So, Charlie, this one no be juju. This one is pure love. So that's just what it is. I do hope that whatever he's looking for, he finds it so that he's happy.
At 50, hello. Surely he will find what he's looking for.
Yeah, I mean, anybody can find happiness at
The way
any
that
point.
they like using age on women, I feel like they should be reminding him too that he is really 50 years. Like they should be saying, you are 50 with 7 kids. Shouldn't you be tired by now? But when you come to Ghana here, let's move away from that story a bit. When you come to Ghana here in politics, one last story. So, Joyce Bauer actually went to an event or something like that. She took a photo and then she was holding her bag. And you know, Ghanaians, detectives quickly went to Google the price, and now there's like some huge comparison between her bag and then that of Samira Baumia. Because if you remember, Samira came under a lot of attack because I think the price for one of her bags is leaked on social media or something like that. And people were like, she's spending money and she's doing this and she's doing that. The problem here is people feel like for Joyce Bauer, there is that covering that you think she could not have afforded this bag even if she wasn't in office. But for Samira, we're making it look as if it was government's money. I think people should leave these people alone.
Yeah.
Most of them can already afford the stuff they are using, because I also think it will be unfair to hold a governmental position and now you have to drop down on things you could have naturally afforded because people will talk. It is not nice, please.
People have their lifestyles already.
Already.
And they are all the way into it. It's like me, if anybody gave me any appointment, I will still go and eat at my fancy restaurant. And I'll still buy my bottles the way I buy them. And I reckon if anybody saw that, they'll say, hey, you see, now dear. But they don't already know, because you see, we don't know these people before they come into office. So we feel that, oh, now it's just, in any case, what money has come through her hands since she was giving, you know what I mean? So why would you think that? So she waited to come into office to find money to be buying things at this very early stage. I'm sure this is one of the bags in her collection.
Definitely.
That she's probably that she's probably had for years. But you know, people do these things. We'll just leave them, Charlie. What can we do? But I do love Joyce Bauer. I love her. I totally do. And I think people should just leave people be. All right, so we're going to wrap up on here. Let me shout out